It's 8:11 and I'm leaving for school late because since we got here so late, it would be too tiring for us to wake up so early to go to school. But yeah, I'm going to be missing first and second period. It's like 1 something and I got picked up from school like right at before 7th period. We weren't doing anything in 7th period and for some reason I had a pretty bad headache. I don't know, it probably has to do with not getting a good amount of sleep the last few nights. So yeah. 0%. I just realized that when editing my vlog from the competition that if you take on my 6x6 solves, if you take the last solve of round 1 and the first 2 solves of round 2, you get like a I would have a PB average. It would be like 243 instead of not breaking it, the one of 249. That'd also be a new state record average as well. But in the first round, the second solve, I got a pop, and in the second round, the third solve, I just did terribly and got a 313. And unfortunately, in big cubes like 6x6 and 7x7, not 5x5, but 6 and 7, it's a mean of 3. So every solve does count, which is unfortunate, but it can help you in some instances as well. I'm uploading my vlog that I edited yesterday for Classic City Spooks. This is going on my main channel, SMHCuber, and also I already edited my competition video, which is okay. It has a lot of solves that are of mine, but it's nowhere near as much as the one I did for Classic City Summer that had almost all my solves. This one probably has like a third or half of video. No, about a third of the video probably includes solves of mine, and then the other 2/3 includes other stuff or solves with other people. So yeah, I finished writing this essay, which I kind of had to be repetitive and exaggerating, but it was kind of difficult to write an entire essay about this one thing that I went to. But I'm not like lying about stuff, I'm just kind of exaggerating it, but I had to write the essay, so I finished it. Did a blind attempt, and I'm not sure what I did wrong, but I was 3 corners off. I really have no idea, but that's pretty close, you know. It's a little bit slower than my official PB, but I'm trying to get under 5 minutes for Florida Feast, because the time limit is 5 minutes, so I'm just doing some practice. The good thing about this is that it was 6:51, but my corner memo alone was 3 minutes and 10 seconds because I messed up. So that shows a lot that I did the edge memo, and it had corner, I had to flip 2 corners and I had to flip 2 edges. Yeah, so it wasn't a very simple memo as well. It didn't have any parity, but it did have to have 2 sets of flips, so there's that. I had to remember that. And so yeah, that's pretty cool that I did in 3 minutes 51. I did the edge memo and all the execution, and it was only 3 pieces off. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I did another attempt and it was successful, but I either ran past 10 minutes or I reset the timer when I stopped it, which I might have because I like messed up the corner memo and memorizing. It took over 4 minutes. And then when I was doing my execution, I did all of it and then I forgot I had parity, so I had to do my steps and then do parity and then redo it. And I was, yeah, so it was a mess, but it was a success. So I'm just gonna put in 10 minutes. It's not a big deal, just because to show that I did get a success, you know. Missed PB by 3 corners. It's kind of upsetting. My memo was done sub 3, but I was hesitating a lot during the execution because I was nervous because I knew it could be PB. Could have easily been sub 430 actually. I was just hesitating. I was like, even though I knew the memo, you know. But yeah. Oh, I didn't show this. Wait one sec. I don't. It was 3 corners off. It was these 3 corners that were off. It was. I don't know exactly. I already fixed it, but I have a picture of it, and my PB is 525, so it would have been PB, but it was only 3 corners off. So yeah, that's kind of upsetting. Also, my memo was sub 3, which is really good, but I was hesitating a lot during the execution, which caused it to take over 2 minutes, which is not so good. But it still would have been PB, but hopefully I do get a PB soon, and I want a sub 5, and I actually want a sub 4 soon, which would make me feel really cool. I mean, not really cool, but really excited because, I don't know, I feel like if I got a sub 4, it would feel cool and good. My dad is getting dressed up.
Well, this tie, I don't know how to tie a tie,
So I have to like fix this thing. Are you a model or something? I think I forgot to talk about this, but I did get my first ever sub 7 on clock. It was a really easy scramble, and it was a 6.32, so yeah, that's pretty nice. And I also got a counting 7 and the average of 5, but it also had a counting 11, so it was 9.15 average of 5, which is slightly above my PB, so yeah. I accidentally put too much lube in it, and I've had it for quite a while, so I'm cleaning out my GTS 2M from the cubicle. I've had it for 6 months, so it's pretty old, and it's not a big deal, the stuff they already put into it, because it's been so long. It's not even there anymore. I mean, it's just used it for so long. I need to like re-lube and stuff, but yeah. Isn't this cool? I gotta turn early. Oh, one sec. Uh-oh. It's almost 5 o'clock and I'm gonna leave for violin practice soon, but I did make it into all county, as I said, and the first rehearsal's tomorrow, so I was practicing that a lot. I was also doing some cubing. I did some of the weekly cubing time competitions, and I also got a 12 single on OH, which isn't PB, it's like 3 seconds slower, but it was pretty nice because I think, yeah, it was full step, so yeah, that's a pretty nice single. I didn't get anything too good in all the other events, pretty normal usually, but yeah. My mom said, of course, right? Yeah, definitely. Would you like to exclaim what you said?
Of course, right? Yeah, definitely. I gave you 4.
Yeah, she was like, of course, right? Yeah, definitely.
That was 4.
So I just finished my violin lesson. I'm gonna leave for all county in about an hour and a half or so. And I'm practicing some 3x3, and I'm about to upload another video from the competition, my 6x6 single and fail average, so yeah. Whoa, look at my amazingly consistent clock average. Yeah. Oh, and also last year on the first day of all county, I had an unboxing on my channel, and if you're watching this video right now, and you, and you go find the names of the cubes that I unboxed in that video, and you comment that down below, there'll be a prize. I don't know what the prize is. I'll come up with it. It's the random chance that someone that watches this video, which is very few amount of people, and goes and checks that and states the correct names of the cubes below. Then I'll come up with something. So yeah. 13.862 blind on cam with a missing corner. So yeah. I solved a 3x3 with no, it's just PLLs and no AUFs in 9 minutes 40:34. I got stuck at the end for a long time. This is the same as what Lego Boy Z3 did in his video, but yeah, it was pretty interesting. I'm at the all county rehearsal. So I'm done with my all county rehearsal and it went pretty good. There was also an audition that happened. It actually did surprisingly okay. A lot better than most auditions I do, which I tend to mess up a ton, but you know. I'm on my way to this appointment I'm going to for something. For like something involving school. But yeah, I also finished this thing for extra credit for one of my classes. It's like a flag we have to make for a biome, and I chose salt marshes, so yeah. So it is 6:30. I'm about to leave the Korean school now. I went to my meeting today and I found out how I can't take like higher level math classes at Valencia, so I'm gonna have to find somewhere else or some way else to do them before I start college, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to take any math after this year, and I want to do math degree in college, and I need the prerequisites for it, and I also can't not take math for that long if I'm gonna do it in college the year after, so yeah. It's 1:12 p.m. and I'm currently practicing violin. I uploaded multiple videos from the competition, such as my 4x4 average, which actually only 2 out of 10 parodies, but I messed up quite a bit. And I also realized during that a few of my official averages would have been, if you take like the last few solves of one round and then the first few solves of another round, you get like a faster average. For example, 6x6, I'd have a 242 mean if you took the last solve of the first round and the first 2 of the second round. 7x7, my mean, break it by like 1 second if you took the last solve of the first round, first 2 of the second round. Square 1, if you took the last 3 solves of the first round and the first 2 of the second round, you'd have a 21 average. I'd have a 21 average. And OH, if you took the last 4 solves of the first round or the second round and the first solve of the third round, then you would have a 16.55 average. So yeah, I think those were all the... Oh yeah, also 4x4 if you took... I don't remember what specific solves, but you get a 38.15 average or something like that, which, yeah, that would be pretty cool. But obviously those aren't my official averages. Those are just averages like they're like in a row, but officially. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I was also trying to never mind, I'm not going to discuss that. So it's 8 something, we're gonna go somewhere, but I figured out what the classes I'm signing up for Valencia, because I have to sign up today at 11:30 is when it opens. So I was just finding teachers that are good using like the ratemyprofessor.com thing. And also I was in a call with Tommy, and he was making up some weird methods, the like CF top. That's very simple though. Other ones that were really weird, like late, but he just asked me to give him like a word, 5 letters or less, and he'd come up with a method. They were really weird methods, but it was pretty cool. Also, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I was keeping for a while. I didn't get anything amazing. I remember getting a 106 on 5 where I messed up, so it could have been even better, but yeah, I don't think any PBs or anything.